So this is the part of the year where it's very hard to film because you have such a narrow window of good light that it's difficult to catch an interesting light, but it's okay. This is one of the videos where we have a heart-to-heart conversation, where we celebrate the new year and where we recap the past one. I've been doing this for the past 2 years. I've watched my previous recap end of the year or beginning of the new year video, and it was actually very interesting. I was thinking two things. First was that this 2022 would be a year of building, and I was surprisingly right, and little did I know how right I was. Second was that I had just transitioned the channel to English, and I guessed that this would be challenging because I had some of my videos in Turkish, some in English, and I thought this would affect the channel, but I was very determined to keep building this channel in English. So we'll get to these. But first, let's start with the concept of building. First, this happened. I got engaged. Who would knew? It's after a while of dating with Nesli, we decided to take the next step. This is something big. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited to see how, you know, the marriage part will work, how it will go. And yes, I did stress about it a little, but after seeing, you know, how it went, how fun that day was, I'm so excited to keep building this. So that's one part of it. Second part is that in 2022, I was just ending a year of transition. I had just quit my job and I was working for myself, and I managed to prove myself that I was able to make a living without depending on anyone. This was a big thing. This is a big thing. I think I needed to prove myself that, and it made me so much confident towards life. You know that I was doing some artist management in the NFT space. I was working with a lot of great artists and learning about NFTs. Well, let me tell you a little bit about why I came to LA this time. First and foremost was the NFT LA. So I wanted to meet some people there. And life sort of had a very interesting twist for me. All this know-how I accumulated there and the know-how I accumulated building this channel sort of steered me in a new direction. Doing an opening speech at a conference, I was approached by a startup that offered me a job, and I am so lucky about this. This job allowed me to align pretty much all my interests, YouTube, NFTs, and it is also allowing me to flex my creative muscles on a daily basis. I think it was one of my luckiest moments when I got offered the job, and I am so happy that I took the step. I said yes. One thing that I had long been longing for was to work with a team of good people. And let me tell you a few things about the teamwork at startups. Since the teams are very small, there are people who are very talented in their fields, if not the best, and you get to work with them and you get to learn from them, and that's a very rare opportunity. I needed something that would remind me of the years I played basketball, where we worked together as a team for a common purpose. And this, for the first time in my life, in my professional life, I get that opportunity, and I'm feeling very, very lucky about it. I am very excited to see where this will take us as a team and where this will take me. And of course, the job comes with a lot of travel, which I love, and you know I love to travel. It really feeds my soul to be able to travel and work towards something I'm so passionate about and represent a team that I'm so lucky to work with. One thing I really want to mention this year is how happy I am to have a growing number of people in my life that I can learn from how to be a better person. I think that's what really sums it. I learned how to build a good family, because this is not something that we all get to learn. In my case, you know, I come from a divorced family, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to talk bad about my family. I was lucky enough to have a good set of parents that managed to get along whenever I needed to. They were very civilized. What I didn't know is how to build a strong family, resilient family. And this now I get to learn from people that entered in my life this year. So I'm very happy about that. The last thing I want to address, of course, in this video is the channel. In my previous video ending the year 2021, I said it would be a building year because I wanted to keep building this channel. And I think it would be fair to say that the channel got affected by the increasing demand on my time from the work side, from the family side. But I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I've been receiving so many crazy DMs that made me so motivated about keeping up with these videos, and I had no intentions of stopping it anyways. I do want to publish weekly videos. I do feel bad whenever I miss a video, whenever I miss a week. This channel is a safe haven for me. This is where I keep building things that I really enjoy. It's my creative safe haven. So it is here to stay, but the growth of the channel, of course, got affected with all the changes that's been going on. From last year to this year, we've grown 300 more people, which welcome if you just discovered this channel. Now, I did hope that I would go to 2,000, 3,000, somewhere around that. But I think I am finally seeing the effects of switching the channel language. It did have some latency. It took longer than I expected. But now I feel like the successful videos I had made in Turkish, like the one with about peanut butters, are now seeing their watch numbers go down. And I have recently lost my ability to monetize this channel because you need 4,000 watch hours, which I do not have anymore. I want to monetize the channel. Even if I manage to get, earn one cup of coffee from this channel, it would make me happy. I think it's the symbolicism of being rewarded for your work that really pushes me to want to monetize the channel. And I'm sure we'll get there. Now, of course, this is not a celebration of New Year video without some resolutions. I think I'm not done building. The time of building is not done for me. But what will be different this year, I feel, and I hope, is that it's also going to be a year of learning to be a better person, learning to do so many things at the same time, because it proves to be very difficult when you have only 24 hours in a day to do so much. But I am all the more motivated, determined to not give up on any part of my life, to push on all fronts. And yes, I am stretching myself thin a little bit, and I do feel the exhaustion. Hopefully I won't have a burnout, because I really do not intend to stop pushing on all fronts forward. Andale. And of course, a final word to you. Thank you for being a part of my journey. This would have been senseless without you. I want you to know that I really appreciate the time you put watching in my channel. I appreciate you being with me on this journey. Thank you for being here. With that, let me end the video right here. Let me do the fancy head closing. Ready? Happy New Year. How I missed having this camera in my hand and chatting with you. This is an exceptional feeling. This is what keeps me going without having, so thousands of watch numbers. I'm getting what, 40, 50 views per video? But this feeling, the ability to look in your eyes and talk to you, this is what keeps me building. Wow, this is such a good feeling.